This is Discover 4 end of course mock Ielts speaking test. Hello there.
Hello, teacher.
Can you introduce yourself for me, please?
My name is Minh. I'm 13 years old and I am the student in class Discover 4 and today I'm going to do the Ielts speaking test.
Good lads, excellent stuff. Okay, so there's going to be 3 parts to this test.
Yeah.
First part will consist of me asking you some questions.
Yeah.
The second part will consist of you hearing about a topic and then writing down some notes and then talking about it to me. And then the third part will be a bit of a discussion. Okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the first bit. So the first bit is about clothes. So who chose the clothes? Do it like that, so we can both see it. Who chose the clothes for you when you were young?
When I was young, like a kid, my mom used to choose the clothes for me, and like my style was pretty difficult to choose. So my mom bought a lot of clothes for me when I was a kid. So like my mom usually chose the clothes for me when I was young.
Good, nice stuff. What kind of clothes do you like to wear now?
Now like my styles changes a lot when I was a kid into like teenagers like me now. So I think that I like to wear just like shirts and pants because like it is very convenient, and like everyone, like girls like me in the every girls like in like teenagers like me like to wear relaxed, convenient clothes. So this style is pretty popular now in Vietnam, in Vietnam community.
Good, excellent stuff. What do you think is the most important thing that you look for in clothes?
I think that everything I wear now is very important because like it could show what is my style. So I think that everything I wear in my body is very important. So not just like shirts or pants are important. Everything is very crucial.
Okay, good, excellent stuff. And have you ever helped any of your friends pick out some clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of advice do you give to them when they're picking out clothes?
Just like be ourselves and just not listen to anybody. We need to be ourselves, and if we don't be ourselves, we could be the confident, and everyone in the world is the most beautiful one.
Okay, good. That's a very healthy mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of part 1. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to part 2. Now, part 2 is going to require you to take some notes. You do have a piece of paper and a pen there.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to move on to an advertisement. So what I would like you to do is describe an advertisement that you remember well. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you say what the advertisement was for, where you were or where you saw it or heard it, what happened in it, and explain why you remember this advertisement well.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute to make some notes, and then after a minute I would like to hear what you've got to say. Okay, 2. Whenever you're ready, I'd like to hear what you've got to say, please.
It is in 1 minute.
It's a full minute, yes.
Yeah. And and the advertisement that I remember the most is like when they advertise about the shampoo, and it could be crazy what I remember very well because like my dad opened the TV and I saw a very famous singer use like there are a lot of people like a lot of well-known people in there like the famous models, supermodel, the famous actress or very famous host TV has like advertised have advertised shampoo and I saw it at home and my dad opened the TV and when I was small that I see wow how beautiful like their hair is so I would like then I then when I like the teenagers now I bought products from one of the advertised long time ago I saw and I think that the products was very good and the reason why I remember this advertisement very well because I like like the scenery or the scenery they used to advertise the products was very beautiful and like very gorgeous and I feel very surprised about the advertisement and I think that like the effect they used to advertise the like the items are very well and this is the reason why I remember this advertisement very well.
Good, excellent stuff. Okay, so that's the end of part 2. What we're going to do is we're going to now move on to part 3. So part 3, we're still going to be talking about advertising. So what do you think is the most popular way that people or that companies advertise in Vietnam?
The most popular way people to advertise things in my country is they advertise at the social media sites like they advertise some products such as like the phone case like the milk or anything else on YouTube or maybe on Facebook and this would attract a lot of people who use social media sites and they would like they would contact the items very well and this is one of the most popular way like the companies and people advertise items in my country.
Okay. Do you think it's important to advertise on television, for example?
Yeah, I think it would be a good way because like nowadays many people like should as kids or maybe like our grandparents use TV a lot so they would be attracted about the items and it would like the good way that people could advertise the items.
Okay, good, excellent stuff. Do you find any particular advertisements annoying at all?
Yeah, a lot. Like some of the advertisements, they exaggerate very much. Such as like banana milk, they exaggerate a lot of things that we could not believe in them. So I think that some could be annoying us when we are watching the films or listening to the music.
Okay, good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the effects of advertising.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fair that advertisements target young children?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because like if like they could if they exaggerate the items like more over than we think, so the children would be attacked or contact to the items very much, and they would set their parents to buy for them. And if the parents have read the items on the internet, or they could like discover how good the items about that, they would know how bad or the things, how good about the things are, or what is the benefits or the disadvantages of the items that the children would like to buy.
Do you think advertisement can be used for other things such as like public health?
No. Yes, I could think that, but in my opinion, we should not use advertisement to advertise the medical or the health products, because like if we want to advertise the health product, we need to have the advice of the doctor or the medical or like from the hospital or from the doctor, so we would know how good the product is, and if like we advertise the products into the public transport, and some like the kids or maybe the parents would, or the grandparents would not know what is the advantages of the products or how good the product is, and if they buy the fake one, it would affect a lot to their health, and it would very harmful.
Okay, good. Okay, 2, thank you very much, and that concludes the video test.